I just want to thank everyone for being here, especially both of our families and friends for doing so much to help get us here. It definitely wasn't easy, but we appreciate everyone for just coming out today, supporting us. Honestly, I didn't know if I'd ever be up here, even being able to give a speech like this. Just a few years ago, if you had told me I'd be marrying my best friend, I wouldn't have believed you. Things change very quickly in just a few years, and I do realize how lucky I am. I actually don't know if anybody's ever had a better 1 month stretch than I just did. In the course of a month, so Abby and I bought our dream home. I actually got a raise at a job I love. I'm not just saying that because Kim is here. Hey. Today I do get to marry this incredible woman. And last but definitely not least, I won my fantasy baseball championship last week. So that's a pretty big deal. But yeah, thank you everyone for being here, and thank you to each of you for making today so special for all of us.
Please let us bow down our heads. Dear Lord, thank you for this opportunity of bringing this group of family and friends together, where we celebrate this monumental occasion of love and unity between Abby and Alex. We thank you for this food and drink that's been prepared for us, and we remember our loved ones who have passed before us and who are watching down from your kingdom in heaven. Please watch over Alex and Abby on their journey through life together, and bless their new home with love and wonderful memories for decades to come. Alex and Abby, may your mornings bring joy and evenings bring peace. May your troubles grow few and your blessings increase. May the saddest day of your future be no worse than the happiest days of your past. Your lives are very special, and God has touched you both in many ways. May his blessings rest upon you and fill all your coming days. Amen.
So, Alex. So I'm sure you remember when we were kids, I used to love to copy you. And it wasn't always in good spirits. It was mostly to piss you off. And one time, the first one that comes to mind, I again was trying to piss you off, and I was copying you, and you pulled off this sick move over the futon in our upstairs room, and I thought I would, go ahead and try to copy. So I took notes, and then I tried to execute. And so I rolled over like you did, but the ending was different. I slammed into the bar, lost front and bottom teeth for the first time. Second time was with Christian. And so then the second time, if we skip forward a few years, Dad was babysitting us. He was fast asleep on the floor of the living room, and before he fell asleep, Alex jumped off the couch, and he bet me that I couldn't get further. And at this point, mind you, my dad was again asleep on the floor. So again, I took notes, and then I took flight, and I did clear my dad. Remember that. But I slammed into the corner of the wall. Blood went everywhere. Alex was the one to call my mom to come and take me to the hospital. Still have that scar too, so thank you for that. I got the first two. Look at that. And he did, yeah. And I think he beat my numbers after that. But no, the real point is settle down. the real point is I've always looked up to you. And a lot of that quality time we spent younger was like a lot at my expense. But you've always held family at such a high importance. And you've always, you know, you taught me that. Which, that brings me to Abby. You know, you came into the family and immediately fit in. You know, and you brought out a side in Alex that I've never seen before. Good side. You know, he's like his happy self with you, which is amazing. But nonetheless, I am so happy to finally, formally have you join the family. It means a lot. I love you both. Cheers.
A lot of you do not know me, but I am Abby's best friend from Kansas City. I met Abby about 6 years ago in my darkest times. Abby, you are the most generous, courageous, selfless person I know. I am glad that I am a bullheaded person because you have no other choice but to be my best friend. The very first day I saw Abby, I said, "You're going to be my friend." And she thought I was joking. And then the next day I said, "You're going to go DoorDash with me." And she was like, "Wait, are you serious?" And I was like, "Yeah, get in the car. You thought I was joking. You're my friend now." We have guided each other as friends and overcame a lot of obstacles together that I would not change for the world. Alex, we have known each other a little bit less than a year. I think my first time meeting you was the engagement party. To Alex, I cannot thank you again and again for how much you take care of my best friend. You're the perfect person for my best friend. I don't see her sad. I've never seen her complain when she is around you. She's so cool. Can I have a milk, please? Thank you. She is full of joy and happiness, and as a girl's best friend, that's all I can ask for. Thank you for taking the step to make promises to fulfill her life dreams. I'm glad I am glad that your guys' paths have crossed, and I cannot imagine. I'm so sorry. I cannot imagine someone else for my best friend. I love both of you. Thank you.
I'm Morgan, proud bridesmaid and little sister of the groom. I am so excited to be here to celebrate the beautiful couple and to have a great night with you all. I'm going to really try not to cry right now. So, growing up as the only girl with 3 older brothers, one of them being Alex, we're bound to butt heads, right? I mean, one of our more frequent arguments was whether or not you're adopted counted as a valid debate point. But over time, I did realize something. Alex and I butted heads and still do because we are so similar. Stubborn, opinionated, I could go on. So I guess it was not always peaceful, but it was and always will be the kind of bond that only siblings really can understand. Wow, I'm so sorry.
You got it. You got it.
Okay. Here's where this is where I insult Alex a little So, as I said, Alex and I butted heads because we're really similar, stubborn, opinionated. I could go on. But to you, Alex, although you might be even shorter than I am, probably, believe it or not, I really have always looked up to you. So when Alex met Abby, I was like, awesome. Finally, someone else for him to argue with. But in a twist none of us saw coming, he didn't argue. He fell in love. Not gonna lie, really still pretty shocked. But then I met Abby, and I understood why. Abby, you are kind, hilarious, and so unbelievably optimistic. I don't know how. Like, truly. You bring every room you walk into, and watching the growth you've both made individually and as a couple has been such a joy. So to wrap this up, I just want to say how truly happy I am for you both. And yeah, here's to a lifetime of love, memories, and all the fun stuff. Thanks, everyone. Sorry about
Hello, everyone. For anyone who doesn't know me, I'm Alex's sister-in-law. Alex requested me to say a few words in front of you all today, despite my hate for public speaking. So my only guess is that he's trying to get back at me for something. Totally kidding. Alex and Abby, I am so honored to be a part of your big day. I've known Alex for many years, and we've always had a very special bond. He truly is a brother to me and someone I've always known I can count on for advice, to laugh with, bomb stuffed clams to the cookout. And if you've ever had them, that was important. It needs to be part of the speech. When Alex met Abby, I got to see a side of him that I never had before. Started being nice. Again, totally joking. In all seriousness, she truly brings out the best in him, and after getting to know her over the past couple years, I know I have another sister for life. She brings so much joy to the family, and I'm so glad they found each other. So, congratulations to the Lane Gang!
Thanks, Ty. For those of you who don't know, I'm Christian, Alex's youngest brother. Alex is the oldest and smallest sibling. He's always kind of an angry little red man. And yet he's arguably had the most success with women out of us brothers. That being said, they all really sucked. But Abby doesn't suck. She's actually really great. And I'm amazed Alex was able to get her. I know you'll take care of her. Abby, you were the first woman I let inside of me after a decade of abstaining. I was scared, and you taught me how to trust again. Abby's my dental hygienist. And you said my teeth were perfect. Abby, you fit in perfectly with our family from the very beginning, and we all love you. And serious though, like Sam said, I've never known this side of Alex. For him to be this calm and happy and content, he's completely different because of Abby. I know you guys will be great together, and I'm really, really happy to see you together.
First and foremost, we want to give a big round of applause for the bride and groom here, everybody. And I'm getting up close because this is serious. But to Alex and Abby, I'm going to keep this short and sweet because we want to save our breath for the dance floor. So first, we'll start with my new sister-in-law, Abby. I remember meeting you almost 2 years ago, and right from the jump, I knew you were the right one for Alex. But before I get into all the gushy-mushy stuff, a lot of people probably don't know that Abby and I share a special bond. Not your average in-law connection. We compared our poops before. And yes, we openly talked about it. Through text at work too. Real bonding stuff. I love you. But in all seriousness, Abby, words can't describe. Yeah, I know. You know, it's crazy, but words can't express how happy I am to call you my sister-in-law. You're smart, kind, hilarious, and clearly perfect match for Alex. If I could offer you this one piece of advice, stop crapping yourself at work. Now, to Alex, my man. An amazing brother, friend, son, and now husband. I've known Alex for nearly 8 years, and over time, we have some great talks. We covered everything from sports, talking about future family goals, to Alex asking me, since I'm his only black brother, if that means he's officially invited to the cookout. What do you think? Let the record show we're still reviewing the application. Alex, you've grown into the kind of man any brother would be proud of. You're loyal, thoughtful, and always showing up for people you love. And seeing you with Abby just makes perfect sense. You two are a perfect team. So here's to love, laughter, and dancing our butts off tonight. Cheers to you both.
I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. Hi, everyone. Before you raid the open bar and get absolutely plastered, you have the pleasure of listening to me wax poetic one more time. You're welcome. First, I want to say thank you, Abby. Not only do I feel it was my duty as your big brother to support you today, but I was honored to perform your wedding ceremony. I didn't prepare for how proud and moved I would feel by yours and Alex's love. Honestly, I'm over it. We've had enough. You're great. You're excellent. Whatever. And Alex, thank you so much. Listen, I can tell you all the pinpoint moment I knew Alex was the one for Abby. And as Abby's first and worst victim, it doesn't matter what she thinks because my gauge on who can handle her wrath is par none. And at the end of that gauge is a picture of a tiny wooden chair because when we were kids, she decided to just throw a dining room chair at me. Mom had this nice dining room set, and she just chucked it. And I probably didn't do anything to deserve that. I probably didn't. Oh, it's scroll. Where I gotta go up? This that. Anyways, it was Christmas at Mom's. This is the pinpoint moment I knew Alex was the one for Abby. They had gotten her this treadmill for Christmas. It was one of those like little walk-on treadmills you put on your desk. Kyle knows. He knows. He's nodding. And they were so excited, and they did this cute thing where they were going to put it together. And it took about 15 seconds before she was over it. You were so mad. And this guy, so cool, calm, and collected. And I just said to myself, I get it. Because I've seen you chew some dudes up. But this guy, he's a cotton ball. You know, we all know Alex is a big, softy, sweetie. But under all those muscles, that beautiful, beautiful beard, is just a little cotton ball. And you know what I learned? Fangs can't pierce a cotton ball. There's more. In all honesty, the young woman sitting here today is a far cry from her gaze to Bob Demon. Abby's always been motivated and zealous. I think that's a common theme we've all discussed here. There's no stopping you. If she can conceive the idea, I have no doubt she'll seek it out and see it through. When we were little, she always had a notebook in her hand, making lists, writing stories, and drawing pictures. She strived for great grades, extracurriculars, and a social life. With my friends, listen, even though we bickered and bitched, even though we shouted and screamed at each other, Abby was always up my ass. Honestly, she sucked at picking friends, I'm not going to lie. Terrible friends. So she just latched on to mine. Because you're lame as hell and I'm not. And honestly, I wouldn't have had it any other way. We grew up, we had to face the world each on our own, and that friendship buried beneath all the venom and vitriol began to blossom. We both moved away from home for school, and we checked in, made sure the other was okay, and I believe that shared experience of living and planting roots away from home is what made our bond even stronger. I've gotten to see her take her creepy, weird fascination with teeth and turn it into her life's passion. I have a quick side note. Abby had this wall in her closet that was plastered with these posters from J14. Anyone remember J14? Okay. But not only that, she had all this dental imagery and these hand sketches of hyper-realistic eyeballs complete with lids and lashes. It looked like the 14-year-old love child of Ed Gein, the dentist from The Little Shop of Horrors, made a disturbing vision board on their wall. Little Shop of Horrors reference, go check it out. Great musical. Puppets. Jim Henson. Shoutouts for Henson. As I was saying, I watched her take her freaky vision board and make it come true. Not the part where she married a member from One Direction. Obviously that didn't come true today. But all the other parts. Which one is it? Zayn? Niall. She's a Niall girl.
He's close.
Kind of close. One Direction? You into One Direction?
I don't, but he looks
He's in One Direction. That's my point! Anyways, back to it. She made a great career for herself. She's made a wonderful family with Alex and Bodhi and Bindi and Luna and Loki. That's too many dogs. That's too many dogs, in my opinion. They have a home, all their own, where they're going to make beautiful memories and build on to that family. So while I would love to take more time and share horror stories about Abby, I want to take these final moments to toast the happy couple with my drink at my table. Abby, you are a wonderful sister, the best I could ask for. You've always had my back. You've been my worst instigator, and one of my best friends. I can't wait to see what you do next. And Alex, you are an outstanding man. You are my brother now. You have all the same love and support I give Abby. You take care of her and treasure her, because I really think you're the only one who can. And that's all I got. That's my time.
Well, I sat there last night thinking about what I'd said. I'm not a speech kind of guy, but I knew I couldn't pass the moment about saying a little something. For 28 years, she's been my sole responsibility to protect and take care of my little princess, my Abigail. And now for the first time, I have to hand the responsibility over to you, Alex. I'm honored to say I can call you son now, and I trust you are the right man for my baby girl. I love y'all, and I can't wait to see where you go from here. And Alex, good luck. You're going to need it. She is my daughter. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of the wedding party and the beautiful couple, Alex and Abby, I want to extend my heartfelt thanks to all of you for joining us today to celebrate the marriage of Alex Lang and Abby Harper. It's often said that you don't marry the person you can live with, you marry the person you can't live without. The sentiment perfectly captures the essence of Abby's and Alex's relationship. Alex, from the moment you entered this world, you have filled our lives with joy and laughter. Your curiosity and kind heart have always shone brightly. And I have watched with immense pride as you have grown into the remarkable man you are today. Abby, from the first moment he stepped through our door, you brought warmth and kindness that fits so seamlessly with our family. You have brought so much happiness to Alex, and knowing that gives me so much comfort as a father. Together you complement each other beautifully, and I'm excited to see what the future has in store for you as a couple. Marriage is a unique journey filled with love, laughter, and yet sometimes tears. Throughout this journey, I encourage you to communicate openly with one another. support each other's dreams, and most importantly, never stop cherishing the love you share. Alex and Abby, my heart is filled with happiness for you both. May your love story continue to blossom with each passing year. Now I invite you all to raise your glasses and join me in a toast to the happy couple.
Here's to a
lifetime filled with love, happiness, and thrilling adventures. God bless you. Cheers.
So I think everybody probably has some sense of our family, and as I look around, some of you have probably a better sense than we would like you to have of our family. But everything that everyone has already said about Alex is true. What's also true is he was the first, so we didn't know what the hell we were doing with the first. You kind of just do the best you can. And I mean, I think he turned out pretty well for probably all of the mistakes that we made. He was always the not only the leader of all four of them, but also the ringleader of all four of them. And I'm still, I think last month Christian said, did you know we whatever? I said, oh God, no I didn't, and I'm really glad about that. So I'm still finding things that were usually his idea, and then, as Sam said, others would execute. But Alex is always the one who shows up. He's the one that is kind and doesn't always want to show it. And as his brothers and sisters said, you are your true self with Abby. And I am so happy that you found each other. And to Abby, and I said this, we had a wedding a year ago, some of you may know. And I said the same thing then when I said about Carl just kind of joined our family. Abby just came in, and we can be a lot. And she just fit right in and was always, what do you need? If we were cooking or whatever it is, how can I help? I am so grateful. I see the way you care for Alex. As my firstborn, obviously, that's a special thing. And I could not be happier for the two of you. So welcome. As your mom pointed out to me earlier today, we get her now too. Our families are together, are combined now, and I could not be more that. I see some great nights on the deck, a little fire going, some beer. We'll get to know each other even better. Thank you, everybody.